Hey, what's up guys? This is Tech Flash. Today I am here with some exciting news about a phone that has been launched online and it might be soon available to be sold publicly. I'm going to talk about Vivo Apex 2020. This phone was even launched in 2018 and that was the older variant. The phone in itself was very unique and it broke the internet. People were very excited about it because it was the first portless phone ever to exist, and it was all glass and it was just beautiful, and there was no camera on the screen. The screen was bezel-less and all that, so people were very excited about the new 2020 Apex. The new 2020 Apex was about to launch on MWC, but it was cancelled because of the corona outbreak which we are seeing these days. Apex series are still very experimental, but I am very glad that these companies like Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi and all that, they're trying amazing things, and this is time where we just let the brand name out of our mind and try these companies. It's gonna be very hard for Samsung to stand up against these companies as they are uniting and forming a bond. Companies like Huawei, Vivo, Oppo, Xiaomi. The phone is almost bezel-less, but we can see a little bit of chin on the phone. The screen to body ratio is still pretty good. It is about 98% or 99%. The phone comes with the 6.45 inches and the edges of the phone are curved 120 degrees. This is what we know as the waterfall display. The technology of this LCD is going to be AMOLED and it is going to be 120 Hz. That means we're going to get that amazing refresh rate. There's no physical buttons or ports on this phone, at least this is what we have seen from the videos that have been released. There will be second generation sensitive on-screen buttons which will be on the screen, so when you press the screen the sensors will realize that you are trying to access the buttons and they will provide the controls for that specific function. The display is full HD plus 1080 by 2400 and it's 399 pixels per inch, which is pretty good. The most exciting feature about this phone is having an in-display camera. There's not only an in-display fingerprint scanner, but there's also an in-display selfie camera of 16 megapixels. This time around there will also be a feature called voice tracking autofocus. We are not really sure what this is, but I believe that you will be able to focus on objects by using voice commands. On the back of the phone we see a circular bump. It is a pretty big bump. People are saying that the phone is very futuristic, but I don't see bumps as something that is futuristic. The circular bump holds a rectangular optical zoom lens which zooms up to 5x to 7.5x zoom. And below this rectangular optical zoom lens there is a gimbal camera of 48 megapixels, which basically means that the camera is going to be extremely stabilized, and it will be using some sort of technology other than OIS and EIS, which is optical image stabilization or electronic image stabilization. In simple words, the camera is going to act just like a gimbal. We're not sure how the performance is going to look like when the video comes out of the phone. The phone will come with the Snapdragon 865 and of course it's going to be 5G, as you can read Apex 5G on the back of the phone. It is speculated that the base variant is going to have 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, although there will be other higher end variants available having 12GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage, and even having the option to expand your internal storage. There's one more very exciting feature that will be featured in this phone. It is going to have a 60-watt wireless charging, which is absolutely nuts. The battery is going to be 4500 mAh. Let's talk about the price of this phone. I believe this phone is going to be priced between $800 to $1200. It is still a concept phone, so we're not sure that this phone will eventually roll out in the market to be sold commercially, but it is hoped deeply that it happens. This is it guys for today's video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a subscribe. This is TechFly signing out.